show you how to use the new slide feature. Pretty easy to use. So I have a basic post here, just a couple headings, couple images. Basically, what you're going to do to designate each slide is you actually use the heading 3 tag. So right now we're at paragraph. You're actually going to do your heading and then change it to heading 3. And that tells it that this is the first slide. So it'll actually create this first slide. You're going to need to create a heading at the top of your page from now on, for whatever your heading is going to be. The first page can be your intro, or it can be just getting right into your content, however you want to do it. But make sure you put a heading first. Use heading 3. In your slides, no matter where you put your image, it's going to appear at the top of the screen anyway. So go ahead and just add your image here. And instead of using the vertical ones that we normally use in the articles, we're now going to use the horizontal ones. And you can use it as a large, so that's got high resolution. I wouldn't use the full size. You can do pretty much every image we add, you can do the large. Some of them you can do full size as well, but I've been using the large. So yeah, heading 3, image, and then content, and then heading 3 again, image, content, heading 3, image, content, etc., etc. So each one of these is going to be a new slide. So once you've created that part of it, all you have to do now is go down here to the bottom where it has post settings and click on Smart Lists. The ones that we're going to use the most is going to be Smart List 6. You can look at the icon here. It shows the image at the top of the page, which is how we want it, and the content underneath, and it has the back and the next buttons at the bottom. You could also use the Smart List 7 if you want to. That one puts the image at the bottom with the content at the top. The nice thing about this one is it's got a back and next at both the top of the page and the bottom of the page. So if you're doing a countdown where you're just doing a little short blurb, count down from 10 to 1, and the image could be at the bottom, and then you can just read the content from the first little section. They can just click next on each one of these here. So you can use Smart List 7 as well. 6 is the main one that we'll probably use the most. You can play around with the other ones if you want. Some of them actually don't create slides. They just create blocks on one page. So it'll just be a list of things going straight down on one page. It'll just block them off for you. Smart List 3 and Smart List 1, if you notice there's a little finger with 2 arrows pointing in both directions. Both of these can be used on a mobile phone, and you can swipe to go in between slides. It's a nice feature. The only reason why I don't like using it is because the back and next buttons are at the top of the page. So if you have a lot of long content, if they're on a laptop or a desktop where they can't swipe, they read your content, they got to scroll back up to the top of the screen to hit back and next. Now if you're doing something that's kind of small, a countdown so to speak, you're just doing an image and a small blurb underneath, it's more mobile friendly, you can use these two. But for the most part, we'll use Smart List 6. You'll see where it says title tags. This is defaulted at heading 3. That's what we use to separate the slides. It'll default to 3. If you wanted to change it, you could. If you wanted to do heading 2, but it will default to 3 every time, so you can just leave it at 3. Smart List numbering, depending on what you're doing, you can change it from ascending or descending. In this case, I'm going to use it as ascending, so it'll go from 1 to 10 or 1 to 3 or whatever. If you're doing a countdown, you can do from 3 to, from 10 to 1, you can do descending as well. So I'm going to leave it as ascending for right now. That's pretty much it. Once you've done that, your slides have been created. Once you save and post, it'll be a slide. I actually have it set up over here. There's no featured image, so as you see, there's no background right now, but the slides are up. So basically, this is heading 1. This is our first slide. You click next. Takes just a few seconds to go to the next slide. And we're at heading 2. And read the content. Click next. It's pretty easy. The nice thing about this is each time I click next, it counts as a view. Doesn't count as a unique view from a unique user, but does count as a view, a page view, which is nice because if it increases our page views overall, it increases our ads that are going to be on each page, which in turn increases our profit, which increases how much you can get paid. So overall, it's a great system. It seems to be working really well for the ones I've tested it out on. If you've got any questions, as always, you can hit me up on Facebook and just shoot you a message on instant messenger or whatever. And that's pretty much it.